Good morning, students. How are you today? Hope you are okay. Today, our topic is listening. Please be careful listening to the different audios. Are you ready to start? Let's start.
So, Xavier, how old are you?
I'm 21.
And I know you have an interesting background. What nationality are you?
Well, I have an American passport.
So, you're American, but your parents. What nationality are your parents?
Well, my dad's Peruvian. He was born in Peru, in South America, but he's had an American passport for the last 20 years. My mom was born in Spain, in the Basque Country, and she still has her Spanish passport.
So, how did they meet and end up having children in the U.S.?
They met when they were both studying English in the U.S. And about 3 years after that, they got married. And here I am. And then my brother.
And what was it like growing up in the U.S. with a Spanish mother and a Peruvian father?
I don't think I actually noticed nationality for years. Probably the first time I really noticed a difference was in high school. The U.S. was playing Spain in the Olympic Games, and my classmates made me choose which country to support.
So, which country did you support?
I stayed neutral. Actually, I didn't care which team won.
And which nationality do you feel now?
I'd say I was American. But I'm also very proud of my parents' heritage. Half Basque and half Peruvian. I like that.
What contact have you had with your family abroad?
Well, I've only actually been to Spain once, when I was a baby. I've had more contact on my dad's side. My Peruvian grandparents visit us in the U.S., and when I was growing up, we always went to Peru in the summer, and
Very nice.
And if I'm home, I speak to them, to my grandparents on the phone, maybe once a week.
And do you think that your Spanish heritage has influenced you at all?
Well, yes, I think so. I think it influenced my degree choice. I'm studying modern languages at Syracuse University, Spanish and French. I'm in my third year. I have one more year to go.
And what are you hoping to do in the future?
That's a very good question. Hopefully find a job that offers some kind of opportunity to travel, but ultimately I want to settle down for good in the U.S. I've always been interested in my background, but I think that I realize the U.S. is my home, and it's where I see myself living.
Thank you very much, Xavier.
You're welcome.
Listen again and answer the 10 questions.
Ana, you're Spanish, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm from Bilbao, in the Basque Country.
And how long have you lived here in New York?
23 years.
And how did that happen?
Well, I wanted to improve my English, so I came to the U.S. to study. Originally, I came for 6 months, but, I met my husband. We met at the college. Actually, we met on the way to the college, in the street.
You met in the street?
Yes, it was the first day, and I was walking up the hill to the college, and Theo, that's my husband, was driving up the hill, and he stopped and offered me a ride, which I refused.
You refused?
Yes, but we ended up in the same class. I went into the class, and there he was.
And your husband's from Peru, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
So that means you speak the same language.
Yes, Spanish.
So why did you decide to live in the U.S.?
Well, mainly because my husband had a job here, and we kind of decided we wanted a place in the middle, between Spain and Peru.
A nice idea. And you have 2 sons.
Yes, I do. Javier is 21, nearly 22, and James is 19.
So what's it been like for them growing up in the U.S. with parents of different nationalities?
Well, I think because we live in New York, a cosmopolitan city, they didn't notice it too much.
They are both bilingual, presumably?
No, not really.
Oh.
Because when they were children, even though we spoke to them in Spanish, they always replied in English.
Interesting. Tell me, how much contact has your family here had with the families in Spain and Peru?
I think more with my husband's family in Peru because it's closer. We always spent summer there, 2 or 3 weeks usually.
And the Spanish side?
Well, I keep in touch all the time, but my family has never been here.
Never?
Never. We went to Spain once when Javier was 18 months old. James has never been.
So what are the children doing now?
Javier's in college and James just finished school. He's been working in a restaurant saving money to travel.
And what do they want to do in the future?
Well, James, he's going to travel to Spain at last. Then he's going to college to study biology.
And Xavier?
I think he wants to work in foreign affairs.
Anna, is it possible to sum up the pros and cons of bringing up a family in another country?
Well, I think in a way it's good, because you can take the best things from both cultures, but I don't think my sons will ever feel 100% American, because their parents aren't American. It's very tricky.
I hope you have enjoyed our listening practice. I'll ask you a question in the interactive class. I'll see you there, students. Bye-bye.